Britain could be in violation of its nuclear disarmament obligations if Labour proceeds with the planned $1 billion purchase of 12 F-35A fighter jets, according to a legal assessment commissioned by the Campaign for Nuclear Disarmament. The opinion, prepared by two international law experts, argues that reintroducing air-launched nuclear weapons for the RAF would contravene a central clause of the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, which the UK signed alongside 190 other nations. Prof. Christine Chinkin and Dr. Louise Erimatsu of the London School of Economics stated that acquiring these jets would place the UK in breach of Article 6 of the treaty, and they accused the government of acting inconsistently by expanding its nuclear capacity while publicly supporting disarmament. Writing ahead of Labour's annual conference, the two scholars explained that the choice to buy F-35A aircraft rather than other models was motivated by the jet's ability to carry both conventional and nuclear payloads. This capability, they said, would allow the RAF to resume a nuclear role it had not held since 1998. They emphasized that restoring this function undermines the UK's long-term pledge to nuclear disarmament under the NPT framework. Article 6 of the treaty requires member states to engage in good faith negotiations aimed at halting the nuclear arms race, working toward disarmament, and establishing a future agreement on complete and general disarmament. Although the conclusions were prepared on behalf of CND and therefore not unexpected, they underscore the growing contradiction between treaty obligations and the global trend of renewed nuclear armament. During a NATO summit in June, Keir Starmer confirmed that the UK would purchase 12 F-35As to participate in the alliance's nuclear mission. Should a large-scale conflict erupt, US B-6112 nuclear bombs currently stationed at RAF Lakenheath in Suffolk would be assigned to the British aircraft. This comes after the UK's 2021 decision to raise the ceiling on its nuclear warhead stockpile by 40%. From 190 to 260, for its submarine-based Trident deterrent, marking the first expansion of Britain's nuclear arsenal since the Cold War ended. CND's General Secretary, Sophie Bolt, accused the government of committing another violation of international law and of contributing to heightened nuclear risks worldwide. She urged Parliament to examine the UK's nuclear strategy, criticising the F-35A procurement announcement as one made without adequate debate or oversight. The Ministry of Defence defended the investment, stating that the purchase of 12 new F-35A jets would strengthen national security. A spokesperson reiterated that the UK continues to support the goal of a world free of nuclear weapons and remains compliant with its NPT commitments. Meanwhile, several other nations are also modernizing and redeploying nuclear arms. The US relocated B-6112 bombs to Lakenheath in July. Russia declared it had stationed nuclear weapons in Belarus. And China is reportedly expanding its arsenal by 100 warheads annually, aiming for 1,500 by 2035, according to the Stockholm Peace Research Institute. The Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, which entered into force in 1970 with Article 6 as one of its pillars, has been ratified by the world's principal nuclear powers, the US, Russia, China, and France. However, certain nuclear-armed states such as Israel, India, and Pakistan never signed the treaty, while North Korea formally withdrew in 2003.